We see an ambulance go by while stuck in traffic, or we watch through the years as a dear family member or friend drinks themselves to death, or we pass a homeless girl who also happens to be 4 months pregnant. What a shame. I'm going to pray for them. We say to ourselves, and if we are of integrity, we do. Some of us might pray so much for something that we exhaust ourselves. Some of us will even get angry at God when it seems not much is happening. God came to earth already as a man over 2,000 years ago and has left the building. As the old saying goes. He left us His Spirit to energize us and direct us in being His hands and feet. Let me repeat that. We are called to be love's hands and feet. God works in mysterious ways indeed, and one of those ways is through us. See a bum on the street and don't want to give him money because you know he's going to spend it on alcohol. Fair enough. Don't give him a dime, but could you sit down with this fellow human being and ask him to tell you his story? I bet it will include the reason why he feels the need to drink. A little bit harder to judge him now. Shoot, you might even start to care enough to offer him a bite to eat. Over lunch, you might tell him your own story and about what love or God has done for you. Now, not only does this man no longer feel so alone, but he has hope because of you too. Uh-oh. Look out, devil. You're starting to lose your grip on this one now. Story doesn't end here. Let's say right before your lunch is over, you do the unthinkable. Something not many will do or have done for this man, knowing about his alcoholism in a long time. You trust him with $5. Yeah, long shot, but stay with me. Lunch is over, you part ways, and you never see the man again. Years pass, and you're in a bad car accident coming home from work. Ambulances come quick because you're cut pretty deep and losing consciousness. Till you hear a strangely familiar voice. Can you hear me? Stay calm, I'm going to get you out of your car. It's going to be okay. A fireman pulls you away from your vehicle, which is now covered in flames. You feel like you somehow know this fireman. I've lost too much blood, you think to yourself. The fireman carries you to the EMS team. They strap you down on the stretcher, and at that very moment, you and the mystery fireman lock eyes. It's you. You mumble as you realize the fireman is the bum you took out to lunch several years before. When stabilized, the fireman comes to make sure you're okay and to thank you. He explains that after lunch that day, long ago, he went to the liquor store to get a drink, but somehow could not spend a cent on it because he knew that you trusted him with the money. Trust, something he hadn't experienced in many, many years. It was like my arm and my hand stopped working, he tells you. I just couldn't buy it. Instead, I bought nice clothes and I went to church that Sunday. He goes on telling you about how the church laid hands on him, and now he has never had a drink since. Everything worked out well for both of you because you were love's hands and feet. Nice, huh? Although this is just a story, or is it? That's your choice. The ball's in your court. Are you going to be God's hands and feet? Or are you just going to pray tonight before you go to bed, if you remember to? Be the hands and feet of love. Do the great things He has called you to do, or she has called you to do. Why on earth would God, or love, or whatever you choose to call it, choose you Because tag, you're it.